Please help me to finally lock down a girlfriend and let me live out all my wildest high school rom-com dreams!
Fear not, child.
Huh?
I'm down here. Huh? You won't meet a soulmate in high school. You're destined to meet 100 soulmates!
100 of them?! And there you have it. So, with all of that good stuff in mind, could I please have your permission to make Shizuka my newest girlfriend?
If you're already dumb brain, run away!
With the release of Dracotail, Albaz's harem has expanded once again.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Poor Ecclesia, man. As if fusing around with those Dragonmaids wasn't bad enough, now he's fusing with the Dracotails as well. Not to mention one of them is a twink, but I guess it wouldn't be the first time Albaz has fused with a guy, Aluber. And now that I think about it, Albaz also fuses with the Ice Jade ladies too. Man, Albaz really gets around, doesn't he? Anyways, enough with the joking around. I present to you all my branded Dragonmaid Dracotail deck list. Now, while brainstorming ideas for this video, I was thinking there's already a bunch of branded Dracotail and Dragonmaid Dracotail deck lists on YouTube, and I didn't want to rehash the same thing everyone else has done. So I thought, what if I combined branded Dragonmaid and Dracotail into one deck? And so here it is. I ought to be called Dr. Cyberstein with the way I keep combining different archetypes together. Anyways, here's my deck list. For monsters, we've got 2 Maxi, 1 Phyrexel, 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Bell for the Dracotail mirror, 2 Parlor Dragonmaid, 1 Dracotail Malulu, 3 Chamber Dragonmaid, 1 Fallen of Albaz. You can run 2, there's a reason to, but I'll explain later. Next we got 3 Dracotail Lucios, the Twink, 3 Phimena, 1 Bestial Magnum Condom, 1 Dracotail Urgula, 1 Dracotail Pan, 1 big Parlor, 1 big Chamber, and 2 Nibiru. For the spells, we've got 1 Dragonmaid Hospitality, 1 Changeover, 2 Branded Fusion, 3 Ketu, 3 Rahu, and for traps, we got 1 Dragonmaid Tidying, 1 Branded Banishment, 1 Dracotail Horn, and 1 Dracotail Flame. For the extra deck, we got 1 Gulamel, 1 Albion, 1 Mysterion, 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Chaos Star Source, 1 Ladies Dragonmaid, 1 Philia Regius, 1 Arthalion, 1 Secretarion, 1 House, 1 Sheo, 1 Striker, 1 Spirit with Eyes of Blue, 1 Heroic Seal, and 1 Verte Anaconda. Now, a couple things to note. This deck is a little brickier than if you were to play like a regular branded Dracotail deck or a regular Dragonmaid Dracotail deck. As you are combining the 2 bricks of both decks. For example, Albaz would be a brick in Dragonmaid Dracotail, and the big Dragonmaids would be a brick in branded Dracotail. So there's that. But some sacrifices need to be made in order to give Albaz's harem, right? And that would be bricks. Some cards you could consider running are Dracotail Sting. It's a good card for banishing your opponent's stuff. Sanctifier, if you want to floodgate your opponent with Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Also, if you don't care for using Heroic Seal, you can cut both it and Spirit with Eyes of Blue and run something like Lubellion the Searing Dragon for recycling your banished stuff, or like Furious Low Dragon for more pops. But if you do choose to run Seal, you might want to run a second copy of Albaz so you can special summon it from the deck and use it to fuse with your opponent's monsters as like an extra disruption. I guess you could also run Phantasme for an extra negate and summon that off of Seals. That's not a bad idea. Oh. And that's about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And let me know what other archetypes you want to see me try and Frankenstein together. With that said, let's get to the combo. Alright, for the combo, you're going to need Chamber in hand and 5 mana. What you're going to do first is normal summon Chamber, activate, add Hospitality. Then link off Chamber into Striker Dragon. Standard Dragonmaid plays. Then you're going to activate Hospitality, send the big Chamber, and then contact Fuse by banishing the Chambers to summon Lady. Activate Lady's effect, summon Parlor. Parlor is going to activate, dump a Changeover. Then you're going to activate Changeover, bounce the Parlor, add Changeover back into hand. Activate Changeover, infusion into Arthalion with 5 mana and Parlor. Then 5 mana's going to activate from the grave. Arthalion's going to activate Chain, add 5 mana and Parlor back to the hand. 5 mana is going to set a Ketu. You're going to want to activate Ketu, add Lucius. Then you're going to link off Arthalion and Striker into Verte. And then activate 5 mana, fusion into Secretarion with Lucius and Parlor. And then Lucius's effect in the grave is going to activate. Arthalion's going to activate to summon itself. Lucius is going to set a Rahu. Activate Secretarion, select Lucius and Striker. Special summon Lucius, returning Striker to the extra deck. Activate Lucius again, and then from here it doesn't matter what you add. I like to add Urgula, but it really doesn't matter as long as it's not a Dracotail that you've already used the graveyard effect for. And then from here you're gonna summon Spirit with Eyes of Blue with Lucius, and then link Arthalion and Spirit into Seal. And then from here you're gonna use Rahu. I'm going to send Pan and Urgulum to fuse into Ulamel. Then Pan and Urgula are going to activate, setting you Flame and Horn. And then you can Urgula, add 5 mana back into your hand. And then lastly, use Verte and go into Mirror Jade with Verte and Albaz. And then on your opponent's standby, you're gonna activate Lady's effect to special summon Sheo with Arthalion and Lady. And then Sheo's effect is gonna activate, allowing you to reborn Parlor. Parlor's gonna dump Tidying for more follow-up next turn if your opponent doesn't kill you next turn. And so with this board, you have Mirror Jade for Banish, as well as a Lingering Destruction if they like destroy Mirror Jade or something. You have Sheo as an Omni Negate. You have Seal as a bounce, as well as a special summon for like an extra Albaz or like a Phantasme if you run that. You have Gulamel for a pop. You've got Secretarion to floodgate any dragon or spellcaster monsters. You've got Horn to target your opponent's monster, return it to the hand or extra deck. And Flame for a spell negate, as well as 5 mana in hand to fuse into more stuff. And plus any of the 3 cards that you might not have used. And yeah, that was the combo.